All right, guys, stay tuned to the channel. Today I'm going to go out, I'm going to hang some cameras. Got a few other things I'm going to bring you today, so stay tuned to the video. Well, guys, as I'm walking my food plot here, I didn't really get you a lot of pictures because it's really not all that interesting. There's not a lot in it. There is clover, and that's a good thing. But as I said earlier in my videos, I'm really not planning on coming in and doing a whole lot with this food plot until probably next month. This is into June. I'm going to come in probably next week before we leave for our camping trip and spray everything with a glyphosate mixture so that we can actually get in here and start weed eating it off, as well as probably opening up some more, a little bit more of the timber, with the goal of coming in and doing some tilling probably end of July. It'll kind of depend on what the weather looks like. If it looks like I'm going to get a good rain, I may go ahead and put this in near the end of July. If it looks like we're pretty dry at the end of July, maybe some August rain dates, then I'll mix it up and probably put in some tillage around that time. But in order for me to do that, I'm going to be using all hand tools. I've got an old tiller that I'm going to bring down here, try to break up the ground a little bit and make some better seed to soil contact. Normally I would just broadcast, but that has not worked super well in this little food plot. So I'm going to have to add some lime. I'm probably going to have to add some fertilizer. I just figure I'll do that when I'm tilling. But anyway, as I'm walking, I'm hanging cameras. So I put my camera back on my mineral lick. I still have mineral from last year. I use basically a cow / goat block from the hardware stores. They do use it. They keep hitting it pretty much all year last year. And it's a much cheaper option than most stuff that you can find on the market. The other option that I'm out here looking at today is trying to find a couple of places that I'm pretty sure have deer movement. As I was doing end of year scouting, I found a couple of trails, as well as during hunting, saw several instances of deer going certain places. And so I'm going to go hang cameras on that today as well. So as I'm walking, just trying to keeping you guys posted on what's going on in the food plot, as well as some activities today. And as I'm going, I'm finding a lot of blackberry bushes, so I'm having a little bit of a snack too. Now right here is an opening I just came out of. My food plot's about 150 yards from here. And there used to be a little four-wheeler trail that went back up in there. That's what I just walked down. This is a natural opening. He's got a gate right here. And this is probably where some deer come along. But I'm going to show you a spot down here, just down this hill, that I noticed last year that had a pretty good beaten trail, as well as a very low spot underneath the wire that I think the deer are going. So I got down here, guys, and I'm looking it over. There does seem to be some movement down in here. Now there's a washout area right below. As you can see, got the hillside, comes down, and the fence right here. And of course the fence has about 3 foot of clearance underneath it. Whereas if you go along the rest of the way, I can almost step over most of these strands without really having to do much of a stretch. So my understanding, the end of season, there was a pretty good little trail down through here. I don't see it as much now because the foliage is out, but it seemed like right here at this low spot, they were coming out of the woods and going underneath this high piece of fence right here. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a camera just back here in the woods, and I'm gonna watch this fence line, and I'm gonna watch this low spot, and I'm probably gonna pull the camera probably at the end of July when I come in to do my spraying and tilling and all that stuff, just to see if I'm seeing any deer through here. If there is any on camera, great. I'll keep my camera here. If not, I'm gonna move it. There's one more spot on the other side of the farm that I'm gonna walk to and put up a camera, so stay tuned. The next one, unfortunately, I'm going to be walking some field edges all the way around because last year I had a pretty good encounter with a buck right down the middle of this property. There's a little creek bed that runs right down through there. Kind of a wet weather creek. For the most part, has water in it most of the year. I walked up that creek bed, found a tree, got up in it, and about 45 minutes later, a pretty nice buck walked right up behind me, right up that creek, out into the field and chased a couple of does. I never got a shot. So I'm trying to kind of walk this field edge and see where maybe he would have come across or where he might be going out into that field on an inside corner way back on the other side. So that's where I'm heading right now. Creek bed, and as you can tell by the banks, you can see why I walked in this way. I got about 3/4 of the way in. I'm literally standing down here. I just had a deer blow up in the field. I can't see where it went, but it wasn't very far. Oh, there he went. Right over on the inside corner where I was thinking, 2 of them. Well, then I'm in the right spot. It is literally 2:20 in the afternoon. Looked like a young couple of does. They blew and ran up into the woods. But this is why I use this entrance. There's a couple of good sycamore trees right here along the creek. I got up into one of them and the buck literally walked out right next to me. Now, the problem is finding what trails I need to be on, and that's what I want to hang my camera in here. So I am going to try to climb out the other side. As you can tell, it's a little steep. Climb out the other side, walk this edge. Now that I know where those 2 deer went to, that was one of the spots I was thinking is. So I think right down in through here, there's what looks to be a pretty good trail running along the fence line. And I'm pretty sure somewhere right through here, it opens up into a little section back here is where those 2 deer just ran when I was down the creek. So I'm gonna put a camera on a tree right here in front of me, facing kind of out this way, so maybe I can catch anything that's walking in this area along the fence line or coming across the fence line. Leave them out for about a month, and I'll come back and see what I got. Who knows? Almost done, guys. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I would hope you do that. I'm really trying to get more content out there for the actual hunts that I've been doing. And this year, got a new rifle set up. Hopefully, I'm gonna get some coyote hunting done. I would like to have some done before the summer, but we'll see. But anyway, stay tuned to the channel. If you like what you see, put some comments down below and let me know what you guys would like to see more of, or maybe what you would like to know about my situation, my hunting, and the properties that I'm on. So, hey, stay healthy, guys. Stay cool, because it's a little warm here in Missouri. Today is the absolute coolest day of the week. Had some rain last night, which really cooled us off. It's been 95 plus, 101, 102 heat indexes the last few days. Today is actually awesome. So stay cool, get out there, do your preseason stuff, and I'll try to keep you posted on some of the stuff that I've been doing with the plot, hopefully here in the next few weeks. See you guys. Bye.